Good morning. Today is Wednesday, October 15th, 2025. It's about 10 a.m. Going to start my first bike packing trip. This is just an overnighter. Should be about 20 miles in, 20 miles out, hopefully. First time loading the bike with so much weight. I'm going to start off at the West Fork day-use trailhead. Going to ride in West Fork Trail through, I think it's a Red Box Rincon Road. I'll put all the stats up. And up and over, and hopefully make it all the way into Angeles National Forest over by Mount Wilson. But we'll see how it goes. Let's hope nothing breaks on this bike with all this weight. Okay, change of plan. Looks like that West Fork Road up through Cogswell Dam is closed at a certain area, so I don't want to take a chance and go up and have to come back. So instead, I'm taking the Rincon, which is 2124. A little bit of a tougher climb at the beginning than the other one, but I don't want to risk it, so I'm going to go ahead and get up that one. It's just right off of Highway 38, I believe, coming up from Azusa. So let's get my bike over this and let's get going. All right, leveled off a little bit, but this thing starts climbing right away. Not super steep, but excuse me, I'm not used to all of the weight, so it's still going up, but just not as steep. And we just got started. Okay, so I'm about 50 minutes in. It's about 2.75 miles and a little bit over 800 feet of ascent. Not a lot of ascent or climbing yet, but I mean, with this weight it's pretty hard, but at least finally getting into some area with some trees and stuff. So I got a little bit of shade and starting to become a little bit nicer as you get up higher in elevation. Okay, I'm taking a quick little break here. About 6.7 miles in, about 1,800 feet. Road started off pretty steep. It leveled off a little bit, and it got steep again, and it's kind of been going back and forth. Not really that bad. It's just, I just feel like you're riding with the brakes on when you got a lot of weight on this thing. But I'm gonna take a little break, get some nutrition, and keep going. Okay, got a little cloudy. I did bring a rain jacket, but hopefully I don't have to use it. Got a little bit of a downhill here. Oops. All right, I gotta hang on with two hands. I don't want to eat it like last time. All right, let's see how long this little downhill lasts, but it's nice right now. Also, you could see the city down below. Okay, so I've been riding for about 3 hours. Almost 10 miles, like 9.7 miles, I think. Getting into some nice woodsy area. It's real nice day. It's very cool. Had significant rain last night here in LA. Actually, the first real rain of the season. So the ground is wet, not muddy. I think it soaked all the water up because this is the first rain of the season. So fortunately, it's not muddy. It's actually really nice. So far, the road is pretty nice, hard packed. Pretty nicely graded, so pleasant as of now. Okay, come to a junction here. See, it says towards the left, Highway 39, towards the right, Highway 2. We're going to the right, towards Highway 2, towards the Mount Wilson area. And that looks like it goes downhill, and we look like we're going up a little bit. I think we're almost at the highest section of this trail, and then it should be mostly downhill, hopefully. All right, I've been going downhill for a little bit now. I'm wondering if I hit the highest section. I'm down to about a liter, 32 ounces or so of water. It should be enough, especially it's not very hot today. Not hot at all, actually. But I'm gonna take a quick pit stop there's a camp up here called Spring Camp, and I think there's a seasonal spring. I don't know if there's water in there or not. I'm gonna check it out. All right, so I was gonna stop at the camp to get some water, but a couple of guys went by in a truck, real nice, and filled up my one of my water bottles and gave me one of these club soda blackberry lemonade. So awesome, good deal, thank you. So I just came upon the road that leads down into Spring Camp. Since I got water, I really don't need to go down there. Also, I just noticed it's like downhill a lot. So I'm not about to go down and back up. So I think I'm just gonna sit myself right on those concrete blocks there and have some lunch right now. Okay, I made it to the junction with West Fork Road. That's the one I was gonna take originally. I would have made it to this junction a lot sooner, but I think because of going through the red box all the way around, I'll probably just stop at West Fork. We'll see. But in the meantime, check out this view. Way over in the distance, you can see Cogswell Dam. I mean, it looks like a picture. Really incredible. Just want to show real quick just the beauty of this area that I'm in right now. And finally, the sun decided to show up. Very nice. It was cloudy for a while, but beautiful area. Takes a while to get up to the forest, but when you're here, it's worth it. Okay, we come to another fork. If you go to the right, that's the shortcut road. It'll take you to, through Shortcut Canyon and all the way up to Angeles Crest Highway number 2. We're taking the left, the red box Rincon, and that basically goes all the way to Red Box Junction over by Mount Wilson. Unfortunately, looks like we got to go up again. I am almost at the West Fork campground. You can actually see the bottom of the canyon or the valley there, and you could actually hear the creek. So I'm not gonna go all the way to Valley Forge because I'm already, my plan was just to do 20 miles a day, and I'm a little bit over that already. All right, I made it to West Fork Trail Camp. The beautiful little spot here. Nobody around. The sun is poking through just a little bit in between the trees there. Was about almost 22 miles, about 3,600 feet of elevation gain, and took me about 6 hours and 10 minutes or so. I'll go ahead and post all the stats for day 1, and then obviously tomorrow I'm returning. We were here about a month ago and it was bone dry. So like I said, luckily the rain brought this back to life, and it might stay like that for the rest of the year until late summer. Oh, as I'm enjoying my hot coffee and MRE, I just put it in that heater. This is chicken and rice burrito. Oh, not bad. Quick and easy. Some tortillas. It's a beautiful place. Isolated, nobody here. A little bit tougher than I thought. I'll probably have some better thoughts once I'm rested, but I'll post all the information as far as mileage and how long it took me and effort. This is my first time, so I'm sure there's going to be a lot of learning. But this is the best part of the day, obviously. So let me enjoy dinner. Good morning. It's 9:06 in the morning. Gonna get started. Gonna be. Took me a while to pack everything back up. It's another thing to consider. I'm gonna start my trip back to Highway 39 from West Fork Trail Camp. Let's start the climbing. Okay, I'm about almost 2.5, maybe 2.4 miles in, about 50 minutes in. Taking a quick little break here at the intersection of the Gabrielino Trail, although there isn't much of a trail left, unfortunately. Maybe someday they'll repair it. Oh, I think it goes up that way. Anyways, do some stretches, get some water, maybe a snack, and let's go. Once again at the junction to the West Fork Road. I'm gonna stick to the right, unfortunately, but just want to get a shot of the mountain. Yesterday was a little cloudy. We did get a little bit of snow on the highest peaks. Okay, I'm about almost 3 hours in, about 8.3 miles, and I think I'm at the pinnacle here in this location here, a little bit past Spring Camp. I'm at 4,800 feet. I think from here, it's not mostly downhill, but it's not going to get any higher than this. It is downhill, a little bit of uphill, but mostly we're going to be going downhill from now on. So should be a little bit easier. I'm going to grab some lunch and keep going. All right, almost down, but just wanted to check out this amazing view. I believe that's ice slip up there in that area. That one probably, I believe it's Twin Peaks. And that right there is what they call Triplet Rock. Excuse me. Very difficult place to get to. But what a view. Oh, there's the gate. I've been going downhill for miles, man. Lord. So I'm gonna gather my thoughts, get some information, post some stats, and do like a final video with some stuff that was learned from my first trip, bikepacking trip. Okay, I've had a few days to digest the trip and a couple of thoughts, and just I've done some backpacking before, so a couple of reminders are going to be just in backpacking and hiking in general. One is take a couple of trash bags for your dirty clothes and your trash, obviously. Disconnect your gas can, from your stove if you have one of those types. At the end of the day, I forgot to do that, and in the morning I was not able to have any hot water. Big bummer there. And the campground itself is beautiful. West Fork, I've been there before. There are no toilets there, so take that in consideration. There is water almost year round. There's a creek right next to it, except for the driest, at the end of the driest of summers, it might be dry. Other than that, you should have water there. The bike setup, it's an older bike. It's a little hardtail, excuse me. I do have a newer Specialized Diverge gravel bike, but decided to go with this one because I think it felt a little bit sturdier, the wider tires, easier going downhill, or more stable at least with the flat bars. Speaking of flat bars, I did add these bar ends from an older mountain bike. They really help a lot with fatigue, especially on climbs. They just give you another placement for your hands. I almost feel like drop bars and stuff. So I had them at different places, so that helped a lot. The tires are 29 by 2.2, which is enough for me. I'm not bombing down the hills, so that's not a problem. I do have inner tubes in them with some sealant. Like I said, I don't run them too low anyways, and with all that weight, I couldn't run them low anyways. The only thing I did have to purchase, well, a couple of things. One was this rear rack, and I mostly just used duffel bags and tool bags and stuff that I had lying around. This saddle is from Huge Oaks. I like that I was able to ride the way over there without padded shorts. And this helped a lot. This gap right here seems to alleviate the tingling that you usually get and the numbness. It was a little bit sore, but it was a little bit over 6 hours of a ride. The other thing is the gearing that I have. This is a triple chain ring on the front, the smallest being a 24, and I swapped out the rear cassette for a micro shift 1242. Sounds silly, but I spent a lot of time on that granny gear when I was going up those steep hills. Slow going for sure. Would I do it again? Yes, but I might pick an easier one, something without all that climbing. I mean, just getting over there, I think it was like 3,800 feet. And with all that weight, you really don't notice how much heavier and how much more difficult it is with all that weight. So I'll post the final stats and we'll see you on the next one.